friends. I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing viewers. I'm so blessed to be here today doing your reading. If you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. And for those of you guys returning, I'm so grateful to do your reading yet again today. You guys are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. Today's reading will be taking a look at the person on your mind and what it is that this person is thinking about when it comes to you in this connection. And feelings generally are tied to thoughts, so some of that might pull through, although we'll try to see what it is that they're thinking. And of course, as usual, this is going to be coming from their perspective, so it's not an objective truth. Therefore, there is a trigger warning here. If you're not ready to hear whatever this person's perspective is, it could be disappointing or triggering, challenging, whatever word you want to use. Now, this isn't my intent. Okay, so healing is painful. Growth is painful. And sometimes we're needing to hear certain things in order for us to heal and grow and move forward. So this is always my intention. And it is not my intention to keep you stuck on anyone or anything. You guys are free, sovereign beings, whole and complete, not needing anyone or anything to dictate your value. Okay, most of us are traumatized, hurting, and projecting and creating all sorts of havoc out here in the universe. And so we can't start taking what other people put onto us as objective truths or take that in as our value. Okay, so if you are not comfortable with the messaging, come back or just go to a different pile or go to another reading altogether. You're not forced to sit there. If it doesn't resonate for you, it's not your pile. It's not going to be something that's completely new to you, completely foreign, doesn't make sense to you, then it's not resonating and it's not your pile. This is for those of you guys who have an intuition and you are tapping into that frequency, okay? Because if you're like me, you probably can't read your own tarot. And therefore, you're connecting with the divine and that energy frequency to communicate what it is you already intuitively know. I'm just reading the energy and the cards, okay? And sometimes energy comes through in way of sounds, in way of feeling, in way of seeing, okay? Those are all declares. And whatever happens in that reading, I'll do my best to communicate what it is I'm experiencing in order for me to deliver the message for you, okay? So I try to not include any of my biases in the reading, although I'm channeling the message, so Spirit knows to use me as a channel. So whatever words I'm using, however I'm communicating or delivering that message is meant to be in that way, okay? And so if you're annoyed by my delivery, if it doesn't flow for you, that's absolutely fine, makes sense to me, then you can go to another reading or another reader altogether. That's definitely up to you. I love you guys all very much. I do hope that it resonates for you, but I can't appease or accommodate or fit everyone's style out here. Okay, I'm just one channel and my intention is just to deliver what I see and to communicate that as compassionately as I can. And my top priority is to deliver what I can in order for you to heal so that you can make peace with that connection, that person, or move forward on and away or together closer to whatever said situation, whatever Spirit wants to happen for the best, highest good. That is my intention and my commitment to you guys, okay? So I love you very much, and I hope today's reading isn't challenging. I attempted this yesterday, okay? For those of you guys who are listening to this disclaimer, oh my God, what a fucking shit show. It was so bad. I can't even post it. It's the first video that I did that I can't even post. And like I said, I was committed to delivering the truth, but I don't know. I don't know what was with it. I was like, am I even channeling this? Am I projecting this? Like, I don't know. My energy was all wackadoodle too. So I just chose not to post that video. That's the only video I haven't posted of all my videos. It was so wackadoodle. Okay, so, and I only laughed because all four piles were so challenging that I was like, this can't be the collective. And if it is, wow, like what's going on out here? I do intend on delivering what's going on with the divine masculine and the divine feminine collectively, because I feel like there's a lot of suffering and there's a lot of division. And I don't know. I feel like the gap is getting bigger between divine feminine and divine masculine, you know, bigger than usual. So I don't know if it's you know, something that I'm just seeing out here, or if you guys read tarot and that's what you guys are also picking up out there. It seems to be progressively getting more polarized Okay, so anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's take a look at the cards we're using, beautiful angels. For the oracles, we'll be using the Iris Oracle, the Whispers of Love Oracle. Absolutely love this deck. It's fairly new. If you're interested in taking a look at these cards, I have a card reveal for this, which was posted maybe a couple weeks ago or a week ago in my playlist. And the Healing Heart Oracle. Okay, and for your picks with the tarot, option number 1, the Sacred Web. I rarely ever use this deck, so I hope I can do its justice. And for option number 2, we have, hopefully I could say this right, the Minciati Tarot. And for option number 3, I hardly use this one as well. It's the Pamela Steele's Steel Wizard Tarot. And for option number 4, finally, we have Dancing in the Dark Tarot. Oh, Tiddly too. Dancing in the Dark. Okay. So, I always want to sing Dancing with Myself when I pull this tarot pack. I don't know who sings that. Is that Billy Idol? I don't know who sings that. Anyway, beautiful angels. 4 options. I'm in a weird mood. Hopefully this is nothing like it was yesterday and energy had a chance to shift. I think what we'll do as well is we'll pull some charms. Why not? At the end of the pile and see if we can get another layer into this reading. Okay, so yeah. Take a look at these 4 options, and whichever pile you're pulled to will most likely have your person's energy. If it is predominantly your energy and it's not really providing you insight on your person, you can go check out another pile. Sometimes my readings come reversed. Okay, I don't know why that is. And a lot of times all piles are interconnected. Like you could tap into 3 different piles and it all resonates for you, or all 4. It's up to you to determine whether it makes sense, but that would be because we have energy sitting in all sorts of timelines, and there is no linear timeline to energy, so you could be tapping into past, present, future energy of the same connection, okay, or a different connection could pull through that you're not expecting to hear from. And occasionally spirit comes through delivering a message, and that is up to spirit, and it has nothing really to do with that in which I'm asking. And so I do apologize if that comes through, but Spirit knows you would click on this pile or that reading. And so I just deliver what I see here. Okay, I know it's frustrating for you sometimes when you're wanting one thing and I deliver another. It's very frustrating for me as well. You know, I try to not do that, but for whatever reason, Spirit always comes through wanting me to deliver certain messages. And I've learned to just read whatever it is and it makes sense to someone, even if it's one person. And then that's the one person who needs to hear it, and so be it. Okay, so beautiful angels. Enough jibber jabber. 4 options. I'll see you guys at your pick. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 1, you guys picked the Sacred Web Tarot deck, this pack right here, and we're looking at your person's thoughts predominantly, and if their feelings come through, we'll channel this as well. I don't know if I said we do an energy check, but I'm not doing an energy check because this will turn into a 10-hour reading, and I want to have a life. So what we're going to do, beautiful angels, is we're going to ask Spirit for this person's thoughts about you and this connection. Now, this is intended for those of us who are highly intuitive, because if I don't do an energy check and you're all wackadoodle with your intuition, you might not know this is your person. Okay, so just use your intuition, what you'll see, feel, or hear to determine whether this pile makes sense to you. Shouldn't be random. Okay, go listen to the disclaimer, and we will pull charms as well and a few oracles so that we can really take a look at this person's thoughts and feelings. Okay, so it'll give us more time to examine this person carefully. So, beautiful angels, let's take a look and ask Spirit. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. And they came here in regards to this person's thoughts and feelings about this connection, and specifically about pile 1. what is this person's thoughts when it comes to this connection and their feelings? What are their thoughts and their feelings, Spirit? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of this connection. Pile one's person's thoughts and feelings. Thank you so much, Spirit. So we have the Two Swords. Seems to be the favorite of my channel, the indecisive piles. And then we have Seven Cups. Look at that. Two Swords, Seven Cups. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile one, Spirit. What's going on with this person's thoughts? And we have 10 Cups in reverse. And we have the Two Pentacles and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Why is Two Swords here, Spirit? This flamingo. Flamingos talk about transitions. Seeing one card in particular, I think it's in the Wisdom Oracle with the flamingo. And it's transitioning from the black and white into the color. So this flamingo doesn't have its head buried in the sand, but I feel like this is talking about being at a standstill or a stalemate for some time. So we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and we have the Chariot. No, I'm so sorry. This is the Hangman. So like I said, I rarely use this deck. So we have the Hangman, Pisces energy. Why is this 10 Cups here, Spirit, in reverse? It's a 10 Cups in reverse here. Some of you guys might live in Australia here with this koala bear. That's coming through as confirmation for some of you guys, or near a body of water I'm also getting. Some of you might be in Florida. All confirmation. None of it has to apply for this to resonate, okay? But some of you guys have asked for confirmation here. We have the Scout of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands. And we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys might like to make the peace sign. And that's for some of you guys, okay? Peace. Peace. Confirmation. Oh, Spirit's really coming through with confirmation. I just heard Trevor and Terrence. That's meant to be confirmation. And once the names start, they don't stop. Okay, so this is special in this deck. And I don't know what the card is called, but it's essentially oneness. It's like going back home, connecting to the divine nature within us so that we can recognize it in ourself, the true authentic self. So it's a very spiritual, very powerful card of returning to self. Under that, we have the 10 Wands. 10 Wands with this bat. Is this 10 Wands or the Wheel of Fortune? Anyway, I'm going to pull the book. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I don't read it wrong. But the bat talks about an intuition and not seeing. Okay, I'm getting Pisces energy from this card. And let's see if what the Wheel of Fortune looks like in this book. So this is the cosmic self. It's called, no, the sacred cosmic self, if you guys are wondering. And then the, oh no, the Wheel of Fortune looks like that. Okay, so 10 Wands. Wow. All right, 10 Wands with a bat. Still getting Pisces from this. So let me sit here with this energy for a bit, okay? And then see what we see. 3 Cups. Okie dokie, 3 Cups. And look at this crocodile. So again, body of water. Some of you guys might live near crocodiles here. We had Florida, maybe Louisiana. I see a crocodile here, which could be defensiveness, but this crocodile's coming out. This flamingo's not head in the sand. Feel your person's coming out of a period of time here where there was a lot of inaction. Okay, so, but we're looking at their thoughts. And I feel like this person has been in deep thought for some time. And I feel they've been stuck. And they've kept things in limbo or confusing or haven't chosen this connection. They were sitting on it and they were deciding, they were looking at it. And 7 of Cups sometimes talks about like fantasizing. Okay, so we have a dream, a fantasy of something, but if we don't take action, it just sort of stays as a fantasy or a wish or a hope here. And so I feel like your person has fantasized about something more in this connection. And I feel like your person was at some point in time really defending their beliefs or why it was that they couldn't decide or move forward. Okay, there was some conviction, some reasoning, something they were upkeeping, maybe keeping you very far away or proving their point or hanging their hat on some idea, some concept of why it was they could not move forward or what it was that was keeping them where they were at. I feel like they're letting down their guard. And they're letting down their guard because I do feel like this person is coming to an understanding of something greater here. Okay, something more true. And I feel like this is very challenging for this person and very heavy for this person because I feel like this person is used to their way of defending their position. It could be a whole life thing, like I am this way and I have these beliefs and I stand behind that. And it's been like this. And so I'm getting a very stubborn energy with this person. But now the heaviness here is in me changing my mind or having a different understanding. And why is this? Because I'm connecting to something greater, something more divine. I'm seeing the divinity within this connection and the divinity within myself to have to make a change. So if this person was defending why they were playing a victim mentality or why they had to do what they were doing in their life, it was out of most likely a defensive mechanism to stay put, to not expand, to not grow, to not heal. This is something that they're healing. Okay. But I feel is very heavy, but I feel like it's opening up their intuition. And the intuition is an inner knowing that there's something more here for this person than the life they were trying to upkeep or defend. So I feel like the spirituality is coming in very heavily here for this person, which ties to the intuition and this inner knowing. And I feel like this person is coming to an understanding that there was potential of a future here of you and this person coming together with this 10 cups that wasn't pursued. And I feel like this person is coming to the understanding and seeing that they want to take aim. They want to move towards a 10 cup situation here that it was left on the table. And it was left on the table because this person was not prioritizing or going back and forth on whatever it was that they were fighting for or defending in their world, rather than accepting and connecting. And they were upkeeping that lifestyle or that idea of who they were, a condition, a program, an upbringing, a tradition, a belief, whatever it was the way I live my life. It's my understanding. And so I wasn't able to choose you or move forward with you. And so I kept things up in the air and I kept you in limbo, or I just kept coming back and forth, or I was hot and cold about what I wanted. Things were very turbulent here in this connection because you most likely wanted me to commit or have certainty or give you some direction. And all I did was sort of take advantage of my situation here or defend my position. Okay, I'm not saying they took advantage of you, but took advantage of a situation by keeping it sort of murky here. And so this person is thinking how they failed. They failed this connection. They didn't win. And what they didn't win was a union of two people who could have a happily ever after here. Lots of love. So they're like, there was so much love. There was an ability to come together and it didn't happen. And I failed pile one. I'm a failure. It failed. I didn't do what I was supposed to. It wasn't successful. And also, there's an acceptance here of I let my ego get in the way. And because of this, my truest desire, my truest nature, and my intuition was snuffed out because I might have been more concerned with how I appeared or defending my ego or how I would think winning would look like, more than actually doing what was intuitively right or what was spiritually called upon here. And so there's a connecting to the heart space, and there's also a lot of passion with this 10 wands. So I don't know if you and this person have been apart, but I feel like the passion I feel, the understanding that I have that there's a full potential of a 10 cups and the two tens talking about an ending. or even an end of a cycle here, and the transformation, which we were getting from this flamingo, which was transitioning out. So either the connection is amidst some transition now, because I don't know, maybe it ended, or maybe I've sat long enough here in idle, or I was defending myself for so long that I just got tired, or all of a sudden I saw the light. Maybe I prayed to the divine, show me the way. I'm unhappy. I'm tired. I need to surrender. So there's a surrendering here, working with the divine to follow an intuition of an inner guidance and an inner knowing. And so this person has a lot of passion about this connection and passion about wanting to make things right and move in your direction here and make anything that they did wrong, make it right. Okay, so this is what they're thinking. What's under that? Yeah, the 3 cups. So I feel this person wants a reconciliation. And I feel like this person, normally alligators, well, this looks like a crocodile, but either way, crocodiles go in the water. I'm seeing Pisces here. And they go in the water and they sort of have their, just their eyes sort of peeking out here. And they're ready to sort of defend their position again. And so I feel like this person wouldn't let you get deeper than a 3 cups, because I feel like this person was very defensive. And so they might have kept you not in and not out, like at a distance here. But also, it's like, you still see the crocodile and they're still there. It's like, what does this crocodile want? But if you get too close, it like defends itself. So it was like defending why it can't, but then it also wasn't sort of, I don't know, taking aim and sitting here with the 2 swords. And so this person wants to communicate with this burden. What they want to communicate is a reconciliation with you. And I feel like they're coming out of their comfort zone. And I feel like if they are typically defensive about why they can't, or typically defensive about what it is maybe that you were wanting clarity on. And I feel like a lot of you guys wanted clarity on commitment. And so this person's going back and forth, like, like I say, like keeping their options open. And then one of the option was the way that I've been hanging on to something here rather than committing to you, rather than giving clarity to this connection. And so things have been very, very turbulent. And so I want to communicate with you and come out of my comfort zone with this. And yeah, this is what this person is thinking. So let's see. Let's pull these oracle cards and see if we can see some more. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. What is their person feeling and thinking at this time about pile 1 in this connection? Spirits to guide you. Look at this. So this is heavily, felt in this sacred self. Like I'm in tune with my intuition. I'm being guided by a knowing here. Spirits to guide you. And the door represents a new phase. Once I go through this door, I'm entering a new phase. And look at all these hands. It's like there's so many reasons why I need to transition. There's so many reasons why I need to go through. The number 7 is chariot energy, which is about success. And so because I failed, or I didn't win, or nothing was accomplished here, I need to have victory. I need to move forward. It's also my card of integrating shadow. And so the shadow self was upkeeping or defending some position here that kept things 2 swords. And so intuition here with the bat, like I said as well, and inner knowing, which is our guidance system, guiding this person forward. Let's see what else, Spirit. And 7's also tower energy, which is something needs to fall away. Whatever they were trying to defend, this hierophant thing in their world that they were defending is something that has to sort of be deconstructed here in order for them to transition out. 7's about faith, wisdom, understanding, and reflection. And so definitely this hangman is about working with the divine, and it's like I've contemplated about why I need to surrender my position. What is pile number 1's person thinking and feeling at this time, Spirit? 26, the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. So I was following one ideology or one understanding, one belief, one thing that I truly sort of fought to upkeep. And now, upon contemplation, reflection, I am wanting to go in a different direction. And the different direction is this person's being called to right anything that hasn't been realized here with you. That's what's guiding this person. And look, the eye, the intuitive eye. So I'm following my intuition. Intuition is leading me towards you. 26 or the number 8. 8's about movement as well. So I do feel there is a movement towards you, or at least this is their thought. Like, I want to move towards pile number 1 and reconcile with 1 and make things right because they went wrong. Okay, so let's pull some of this as well. Spirits for pile number 1's person, feelings and thoughts. 29 or the number 11. Prospering heart. Look for beauty, abundance, and generosity. So, scarcity mindset. I have to defend. I have to protect. To abundance and generosity. It is, I want to give. I want to experience beauty and abundance here. But in order to experience this, I have to be willing to give. I have to be willing to energetically shift things here with this Chariot. I feel this person is being led spiritually with the number 11 as well, which keeps coming through. And finally, let's pull one of these and see what does Spirit want to communicate here for pile number 2's person's thoughts and feelings before we get into the charms. Pile number 1's person's thoughts and feelings at this time in regards to this connection. How do they feel and think about the situation connection with pile number 1 Spirit? I feel there is one more here. 3 more. Okay. All right. We should say 3 altogether. Okie dokie. So we have do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So if this person was selfish, I feel they have been selfish is what I feel. And they're being called to rebuild here with the number 5. We have 4 and 1, which is 5. 5 is all about rebuilding. It's like when we hit conflict, when we hit loss, we have to rebuild. And so that's the positive about the 5s, because 5s are challenging. But without the challenge and the conflict, we can't rectify, we can't rebuild, we can't transition. So I feel like this person's amidst a transformation here in regards to repairing what they've haven't been able to show or do successfully here. And that's to show appreciation, show love, show generosity, show compassion. Give your attention to another other than themselves. 27 or the number 9, spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So this is what I was really feeling here with even this 10 wands, and 10 wands is just the 10 wands of burden. But I feel the 10 wands of burden here that this person's carrying is knowing I fucked up. Like, I feel like there's an energy almost like I was the reason why things did not work at all. And I got to come here and make things right. So you could be the one that got away, or just I let my own, I don't know, ego of how I would appear really fuck things up, And so spiritual energy pulling through as trumping over this person's ego to make things right. They're really being called to make things right here. And the number 9 is hermit energy, which is very similar to this hangman, like going to reflect, to consider, to contemplate, to sit with the divine, to tap into a greater truth. And what they came back with was connecting to their heart space, connecting to the truth of the spiritual connection that's gone on here, or that went on here, I should say. And look, another 9. So hermit's pulling through again, which is Virgo energy. Embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted with this unicorn. So unicorns talk about, once in a lifetime sort of opportunities here, dreams coming true in some way. I feel like this person feels like they might have let a dream get away from them. This is very optimal energy, like 7 cups and the 10 cups. It's like my ideal understanding of what a connection could be. And it didn't pan out here. And so there's this understanding that what they experienced with you was rare, and potentially, they sort of let this thing get away, but also to not resist or fight whatever the energy they were defending. It's like they have to accept their emotions and how they feel. So 18 is also moon energy. And the moon's about feelings and fears and the subconscious, which we were getting, sort of integrating this fear with the Chariot energy. And so if this person didn't want to accept their feelings, or if there was a lot of fear in moving forward for whatever reason, I feel this person's overcoming, and they are not in the same position that they were in maybe when this connection ended, or there's an end to that phase in this connection, or is this person's peeking out here, wanting to take action here quickly too with this Scout of Fire, because this is one of the quicker moving knights with this Knight of Wands. Okay, I am tempted to see what action this person's going to take. It probably wouldn't be fair to the other piles, but yeah, what do we do, you guys? Should we just do the charms, or should we do action? You guys are like, we want to see action. Okay, let's see. Let's pull some action just to see if this person, like, there's a lot of non-movement here, if I got to be honest, but it's like a transition, a realization, a connecting within, a realization that I screwed up or things didn't work and how I contributed to this. And so there's there's a desire to be loving, generous, lean into the emotions, not run. So let's see, Spirit, pile number one's person. Can we just take a sneaky peek at actions? What will happen, all things considered, here at this time? Thank you so much, Spirits. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile one and this connection. Actions. So this is 8 swords in reverse, coming out of that mind prison that was keeping me stuck. So still in action, it's just energy action coming out of any limitation. And here we have the 4 wands in reverse. So I have to come out of my understanding of why I couldn't provide stability here, come together. This is also my 1111, which is the twin flame card. And we see one, looks like a wasp, doesn't look like a bee, but either way, I don't know if wasps work with others, but I'm going to take this as a bee. Okay, I have bees right here. So the bees, they work together. And so I feel like I'm seeing one. One person was trying to create the home or create the stability here. And I feel like it couldn't be sustained with one person. And so it didn't solidify. And so this person's reason for their 7 wands, whatever they were fighting, whatever they were defending, whatever part of their world they had to upkeep, I feel like it was limiting them to move. And now they're coming out of this. So energy is moving, but I still don't see any action. So Spirit, actions. 7 cups. What's going on with the 7 cups, Spirit? So we have the star in reverse, and the student of water, which is the Page of Cups. And under the deck, we have the Magician. And under the Magician, we have the Student of Air, which is the Page of Swords. Okay, this message is clear. So it seems to be, I can't see far into the future. This seems to be sort of the immediate what's going to happen. This person energetically is going through a big shift right now, okay? And they're undoing a lot of these beliefs and mental thoughts, like we said. Now, this person with the 2 pages here is wanting to come forward. There is a form of apology here. Now, it's not the words, I am sorry. It's in way of action by expressing how they feel here and coming forward. I do feel it's like a token of sorry by showing their love for this connection in a way that they haven't before. And what they're showing here is because of the fact that I lost my opportunity, this vision, this fantasy, this ideal future that I wanted to have, but I never pursued, and I kept it murky. I kept it murky, and for whatever reason, it didn't fully close out because I still had a chance. But I realize I'm losing this chance. I realize that it's no longer going to be an option for me. I need to come forward, and so I'm going to come forward here, and this is what I'm manifesting. I'm going to communicate, and I'm going to do what it takes here in order for me to come forward. So they're going to come forward. However, I don't understand how to come forward. I don't understand if I have the thing or what the thing is that I need in order to convince you or in order for me to make this better. because I don't know how to make this better. If anything, I'm losing hope here that it could even be a thing. It fell apart. I know it fell apart. I had a helping hand and it fell apart. I don't see how they're now could come together because of me keeping it sort of murky. And so now I just want to come forward, but I need more understanding. And so what does this mean? This means I got to start removing some of my objections or some of my reasons why I couldn't, and start to understand why I can or why I need to. The magician is all about manifesting what we want here and having all the tools here to do so. Okay, interesting that this magician has the cup. Normally in traditional magician cards, we have all of the different suits. This one has the suit of the cups. And so I feel like this person is using their emotions, because this person might have been somebody here who wasn't expressive or who didn't allow themselves to open up, to communicate here with this page. So I feel like there's an opening up using this to communicate, but it's really driven because something fell apart. This is like, something just didn't come together, but there's a need to understand. And so I think this is more of the practical understanding of what they need to do or say, because I feel like intuitively they already have a knowing, but it's like, okay, now how do I have words about this? How do I put my apology into action? Or how do I express these feelings? How do I make it known in a proper way here to actually manifest what it is that I'm knowing intuitively? I think they want to really reflect like this outwards, whatever they're feeling or whatever their understanding is. So I hope this helped you guys. I don't know for timeline. It looks like it's slow because Page of Cups isn't very quick, but I do feel the passion with the 10 Wands, and that Knight of, is it the Knight? Yeah, the Knight of Wands is fast, so I feel like they do want to take action. There's an urgency, but I think when they do take action, it seems like it's slower than what their intention is or what their passions are. So let's pull some charms and see if we can get a little more. Pile number 1, and their person, their thoughts and their feelings, spirit. Wowzers, lots. Okie dokie. So we have a cat. What do we say about cats? Cats are temperamental. They don't like to be held. And they get defensive. We're feeling that with the crocodile. So this person could have been, even with the Knight of Wands and love readings, is someone who could be hot and cold, like showing up. But when you get close to them, they don't want to be picked up or pet. And they, if they're an outdoor cat, they go out and then they sort of roam and come back. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like this person was very inconsistent with their affection potentially here with this cat energy. And there's a strong sense of independence. A need for independence. And look, we have the fishbone. And so they were protecting what was theirs, potentially, like my independence or what I connected to my world. And so I wasn't willing to share, or I was very possessive or protective of what was mine. Is kind of what I feel here. But what was theirs is like this fish bone. Like there's no meat on this bone, and it's like I realized that what it was that I was defending with the 7 Wands was upkeeping just a bunch of bones, like no meat, no substance. And spiritually, it's like there's depth to this connection, but this bag of bones is just bones. And so I feel there was depth missing to this person's world, that they were just fighting to upkeep. But okay, there was no depth. I think I just repeated myself. Here's the circus. And this is a tent. Tents are temporary transitional homes that we build, and then we take it down and we move to the next and we move to the next. And so I feel like this person wasn't giving any security to this connection. In fact, with the 4 Wands in reverse, there's nothing stable. It was very temporary. And I feel like with the circus, maybe you felt you were being played, like this was just for show or something. Like they weren't taking this seriously. Yeah, like they were just putting on a show here, or like there was really a need to ground and do something permanent here, not to just sort of be in the moment showing up, but having no substance. Again, no substance, no meat on the bone here. An arrow. So there was a need to decide. With the 2 swords, take aim. What do you want, pile one's person? Like, they need to choose, they need to aim, and they need to be confident in choosing this thing, which I feel that they are coming into that awareness, seeing through this illusion. So the illusion was my understanding of what I was defending. I'm seeing through this illusion, and I feel it's taken quite some time. Here's the feather. So feathers are about our ancestors giving us confirmation that we're on the right path, we're making the right decisions. So it is a very highly spiritual symbolism here with this feather. And I feel like your person's connecting to their spirituality. Here's the ballerina performing. So remember, I said a performance of sorts. This person might have really had some attachment to how they would appear if they were to change things up in their world, to let go of their hierophants. Like, what would others think of me or see me? Or how would you see me? How would I perceive me? Like, I have one understanding or one vision of who I am, which wasn't real, by the way, or at least it was shallow, or at least it was missing something. It wasn't fulfilling. And so I was defending and defending and defending until I defended it so much I won, and it ended, or it was over, and I screwed up. And so now it's like I realized I was putting on a show. It's not truly who I am. Like, well, what show was I putting on? And so this ballerina, though, was also talking to me about grace. And so I don't know, maybe there's a need to show grace to this person, if they have taken a lot of time, or if they've made you feel like they were, I don't know, like not choosing you for whatever reason with the 2 pentacles. It's like we could show grace and compassion to this person who is clearly, not tapped in at this time. Look at this hand. So I forget what the name of this hand is. There is a name, but it's very spiritual, and it's like really connecting to the divine here. And I feel like this person has taken time to really reflect on what matters, and is really being led by a knowing rather than just reflecting on what's in front of them in the matrix world and taking action subconsciously, unconscious action. Here's the pentacle, so new beginning. And I feel like the new beginning is in the 3D world. That's the magician we saw when we asked for their next action. The magician brings from the ethers what's up there, what's sort of not realized, and brings it into fruition. And so I feel like this person wants to bring their manifestation here to the 3D with this Ace of Pentacles. Here we see the scales of justice, so Libra energy, but this is bringing justice to a situation that was very imbalanced. And I feel it was not just either, because I feel like you were kept in the 7 cups and you were kept in that 2 pentacle, which 2 pentacle talks about balance, but it's a need for balance, a need for priority and choosing, a need for justice here. So we have a flower. Flowers talk about new beginnings. We have the moon, which did come through this reading as well. So this is emotions, fears, feminine energy, which is about us being able to connect to our emotions, receive love, and face our fears, face our subconscious in order to see what we need to see to make different decisions. And we have this crab, so more defensive energy and Cancer energy coming through. But the crab, the shell is very hard, but inside there's softness, there's love. But they have pinchers, and so if you get too close again, you get hurt. And I feel this person was hurtful and defensive, and now with the owl. So there's an understanding, there's a knowing through an experience. And so I feel like something's happened in this connection that has clearly come to this person's awareness, that they see and understand the situation differently. I have a knowing that I didn't in the past. I have a new wisdom that I didn't in the past that is allowing me to be more certain and bring justice and balance here to a situation that was unjust and where I was very defensive. And I'd rather sort of protect my position than experience something very spiritual here, full of substance, according to this person. Okay, Sagittarius energy as well. And this person might like to read. You guys might have a cat. This person might have a cat. That could be confirmation for some of you guys. Some of you guys are performers. Maybe you like to dance. That's coming through as well, or just performers in general. Maybe poetry, reading, acting, singing, dancing is coming through as a thing as well. Okay. And Yeah, so this is your reading, beautiful angels. I want to see if there's any names that come through here. I'm getting Trevor again popping through here. Terrence, I don't know if that one came through. I don't know why there's lots of T's. Tea, I'm hearing tea, like tea time. So, but tea time, like golf. I'm hearing. This person might like golf. El Salvador or Salvador? I don't know. Could it be just El Salvador or Salvador as a name? Christine, I just heard, and Corey. So, beautiful angels, this is your reading. I hope this helped you guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Gorgeous angels, pile number 2. You guys picked the Minciati tarot cards, and we're going to take a look at person on your mind, person you came here about. What are they thinking about you? And thinking and feelings generally come hand in hand. Okay, so we might get some feelings through here, but predominantly we want to see what are they thinking right now about you in this connection. Okay, I'm not doing an energy check. I don't know if I said I was, but I'd rather spend more time looking at this person's thoughts and their feelings. And we will use some oracles and some charms as well, so we can get really deep into this person's thoughts and feelings. Okay, so this is intended for my more intuitive group because I'm not doing an energy check. You might want to ask Spirit for what you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether this pile makes sense for you. Don't force it to fit. Okay, if I get any sort of hits here, I'll communicate what those are to give you confirmation. So just come up with what is going to confirm to you this is your pile. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2, spirits. How is pile number 2's person thinking and feeling at this time? What are their predominant thoughts about pile number 2 right here, right now, spirit? What are they thinking? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2 in this connection. Thank you so much, spirits. I'm so blessed to be here. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel we need these. Ace of Clubs, which is Ace of Wands in reverse. 9 Wands. Queen of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So listen to the disclaimer if you haven't. If there's any challenge here, okay? Sometimes readings come reversed as well, which means it could be predominantly your energy. We have Faith in reverse, and we have the King of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And Faith is coming through because this deck has a whole bunch of unique cards to it, okay? It has the zodiac, it has the elements, it has a whole bunch of keywords and stuff like this, okay? So Faith is one of them. And so this is kind of like Hierophant energy, but I feel it's more spiritual or like a belief or a knowing of sorts here. So it could be a cross between High Priestess, Hierophant, religion, and a knowing. I mean, that would be High Priestess. And here we have the 7 of Cups. Under that, we have the Sun. More Leo energy. I don't know, I said more. Did we have Leo? No. Leo energy. Okay. So the Sun represents joy, enlightenment. The Sun can represent ego. The Sun also represents childhood. We see two people here. Okay, let's see what's under that. We have the Air. So Air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this is in reverse. So Air is masculine, Sun is masculine. Okay, because Air is swords, and swords is the mental thought, which is attributed to masculine energy. Let me sit here with this, okay, and see what we feel here. Under the Air, I don't know if you guys hear my stomach gurgling. The Emperor in reverse, more masculine, 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 masculine. Emperor's in reverse, Aries energy. Okie dokie. Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh yeah, so we did have Leo here. Oh my goodness, you guys hear my stomach gurgling? Okay, I think I'm gonna need a little bit on this, but as my email goes off. confirming what I'm about to say. So, beautiful angels, I feel, and you could flip roles, two energies here. One's a Queen of Wands and one is a King of Cups. This King of Cups, I feel, is your person. And I feel this King of Cups loves very deeply here. Okay, but the issue with the King of Cups is that the King of Cups could feel and love deeply and you would never know it because the King of Cups lacks ambition or action and doesn't know sometimes how it is to go about engaging with his feelings. So he's emotionally deep. He could be very mature when it comes to his emotions, but he sometimes is incapable of knowing what to do with them. In fact, I feel this King of Cups is fairly defensive. Okay, and so what I'm getting here is that despite me being defensive, I have a lot of emotions and I'm not giving up here in a situation that might be very confusing with this Seven Cups. I have a vision and a fantasy understanding here of what this connection means to me because I have a lot of love here and it's not very clear yet, or it hasn't been made clear because I've either been defensive or just keeping my walls up. And so this King of Cups is looking at this. And again, this could be coming from your perspective if this is your energy. You're coming through here as this Queen of Wands who is not feeling seen, appreciated, or pursued. And you might not be showing interest here because you're like, this King of Cups hasn't taken action. Not only has he not taken action or pursued me, he hasn't shown me any values, making me feel like I'm not worthy of him pursuing here. And so you've lost faith in this person taking action. And in fact, I think a lot of you guys might have been looking to develop something long-term and have given up on any sort of idea of what commitment could be like with this person or pursuing a long-term investment here with this person. It's like, I no longer want to go down that path. And so this person, this King of Cups person, is sitting here not deciding, not choosing, defensive, but also not throwing in the towel and not giving up. So potentially still involved in some way. Whereas this Queen of Cups is totally removed. Queen of Clubs is totally removing her energy. So I feel I'm reading this from your perspective, and I feel like you're this Queen of Wands. Okay, now if you're this King of Cups, tapping in here, I'm reading this from the Queen of Wands perspective because I feel like this Queen of Wands, which, by the way, my energies are so funny. I feel this is the flip person from pile one. You might want to go check it out because this is the same energy I was feeling in pile one from that perspective. Someone wishy-washy and, defensive and not making it clear, but we knew there were feelings here. And so as far as this Queen of Wands is concerned, she's getting clarity that she's not seeing or understanding what's going on here. She's not in the know, she's in the dark. So I'm not seeing in action and I'm not understanding clearly because it's not being communicated or taken action upon. And so I see that I've been not empowered to bring clarity to my situation. And I can see now that maybe whatever it was that I was hoping or wishing for hasn't come into fruition here. And so I've lost faith and hope and any understanding here that anything could happen long term here. And so I have no choice but to sort of remove myself, and so I feel as though this Queen of Wands might have felt very disempowered and is finally seeing the light, making her own clarity in a situation that hasn't been clear. I also feel as though she is seeing this King of Cups as someone who hasn't taken action, who's been very, very passive, sitting there just feeling but stationary, feeling but not choosing, feeling but not pursuing, feeling but not communicating or making it obvious here. So she's thinking about getting empowered and getting clear that this is not enough or that this isn't pointed enough. And that's just having this wish or this fantasy of what things could be isn't bringing in the right type of clarity that's required in order to bring happiness into her world here. So the Virgo. So the Virgo is all about practicality. And the Virgo is analytical here. And so I feel with the air signs being reversed, I feel like this person I'm reading for, which I really feel is this Queen of Wands, is coming to an understanding of what does it mean to have harvest? What does it mean to give birth to something? What does it mean to fully understand what it is that is viable here for this Queen of Wands, and to take action towards making this a reality here? You know, because I feel like the Virgo is the wheat, and it talks about being grounded. It's very much about what's going on here in the earthly plane. And so I feel like this Queen of Wands feels almost like dizzy in this uncertainty, in this upside down air energy. And so I think she's making her own way here. I do feel like I want a little bit more in regards to plots and feelings, and then we'll pull some oracles, okay? But I do feel I was reading for this Queen of Wands. So let's see. Spirit could be a blended pile. We'll see how it comes through now. For pile number 2. Pile 2's person they came here about. What are their feelings and their thoughts at this time? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. Thank you so much, spirits. Please help me to channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. Thank you so much, spirits. How is pile number 2's person feeling and thinking at this time? The Leo. So we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, which I said could represent ego. Same with this Leo. So it could be that egos were getting in the way, but the Lion represents courage. You know, maybe someone seeing their courage or taking their courage to be empowered. I feel this Queen of Wands might be leaning into her courage to take change here or make action. King of Wands in reverse. Now, the King wasn't taking action. The King of Wands is somebody who has a plan, is strategic, is confident, gets what he wants, understands how to have victory. And in the reverse, it's like a lack of confidence and a lack of desire to pursue, you know. And so though this Leo is the opposite of this, let's see, Spirit, clear and concise message for pile 2. What are we seeing here? I'm just going to pull the one from the bottom. We have the King of Swords. So that's that air energy we were picking up. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Why is this Leo here, Spirit? What is this Leo energy here? The Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy. Why is this King of Wands here in reverse? The Jack of Clubs. So this is the equivalent to the Page or even the Knight. I'm getting more Page energy here with this Page of Cups. Okay, and then finally, why is this King of Swords here? Why is this King of Swords for pile number 2's person and what they're thinking and feeling at this time? The Gemini in reverse. Interesting. We have Gemini bookending both of these. And we have the Taurus. And under the Taurus, we have the Capricorn. Wow, that's a lot of signs. So, Taurus energy. And the shadow of a Taurus energy could be very fixed and stubborn here. Okay. And even Capricorn has a stubbornness about it, to attain something, like to achieve something here, to be very fixed to something here. Even this Leo energy is also very determined. There's a lot of determination that pulls through. And look at all of these signs kind of doing the same thing, like ready to pounce, ready to move forward, ready to take action. And so I feel like this King of Swords is reflecting that King of Cups in that last round that we did. So this is definitely feeling blended energies, but I'm feeling the same energy here. The King of Cups is in deep thought. And this King of Cups needs to understand, because he doesn't just, there's the King of Cups. The King of Cups / King of Swords, okay? Same person that I'm reading. the opposite of the Queen of Wands. This person is thinking about, contemplating, reflecting on what strategy do I need to take in order for me to move forward with determination here. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to pursue this connection. The Lovers and the Gemini, look at this. So Gemini is all about communication and thought. Okay, and so I feel like even the Virgo was like, I was getting analytical, but I was getting more grounded in the practical. This I'm getting more like spatial thought, like I'm thinking, I'm strategizing, and what I'm strategizing about is I have feelings and I want to act on my feelings. I want to express my feelings. I need to take action on this, but I'm lacking the confidence and I'm lacking the understanding of how to be successful, how to achieve, how to accomplish this. So I'm coming from this King of Swords position, from my mind, from the air still. So I feel like this King of Swords is not really leaning with the heart so much as trying to understand what sort of action and what words this person can do or say in order to open up this path to this Lovers, which I feel has either been blocked or is being blocked here by the Queen of Wands. Like it's no longer available. It either fell apart or is just not open here. And so he's contemplating. But there's definitely this look at, how can I move forward? I have determination. And same with that 9 Wands we were seeing right above the King of Cups. I'm not giving up. Okay, but I don't have the confidence, or I don't have the know-how here in order to be successful. Okay, so one more. I didn't do 3 for the other pile, but I feel like you guys need it because I still feel like we got one view of one, and the second round we got the view of the other person. So let's see, Spirit, what is it that pile 1 that needs to know about their person's feelings and thoughts right here, right now? Can we wrap up this message before I start to pull the oracles? What is it that pile number 2 needs to know about this connection? About the person they came here about, their thoughts, their feelings. And what does pile 2 need to know then in regards to this connection? Okie dokie. Let's see. What do you need to know, pile number 2, about this connection? Five Cups. Nobody wins. Cancer. Defensive energy. Lots of feelings here with the Cups in this Cancer for sure, but defensive energy. The Madman. So I just heard analysis paralysis. Definitely madman energy. So we go mad when we're in our own head. And we sit there with our emotions brewing inside, but on the outside it is very difficult. And so we experience a 5 Cups. So the King of Cups is experiencing a 5 Cups right now because he's incapable of having the confidence to pursue this Queen of Wands, who I feel he feels is most likely out of his league here. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I need to come outside of our comfort zone. Why is this Cancer? Oopsie, I dropped one. Give me a sec. These fell like this. I'll keep them over here because I don't feel they're part of this thing just yet. So the Jack of Swords, Page of Swords energy in reverse, and then the Knight of Swords. So mental thought again, that air. So we have this, which is the World, concluding a cycle. And finally, why is this Madman energy here? 2 of Swords, more swords. Okie dokie. And finally, the Emperor, Aries energy, Divine Masculine energy, 7 Pentacles in reverse. And under 7 Pentacles, we have the Star in reverse, Aquarius. So, okie dokie. Wrapping this reading up before we get into the oracles. And we'll do some charms as well. So, I feel the King of Swords is your person, and they're going mad with analysis paralysis. I feel this person is pulled away and still defensive. Okay, and I think this person really wants to understand before they take action. And so I feel like they're running or defensive and just completely pulled away. But they're not happy about it. because they have feelings, deep feelings here. But the only thing they understand how to be is defensive right now and protect themselves, which is maddening to them because I feel so deeply, I love so deeply, but I'm also torn here. And so this person is working on releasing, detaching from their way of being, because I feel it's so heavy being in this 5 cups. We're looking at, it's not working. I'm sad and I'm not producing any fruit here in this energy. And so I feel like this 7 of coins in reverse is proving to this person that their energy has only produced insanity, okay? Because insanity is we keep doing the same thing and expecting different results or things getting better. And all this person really produced was defensive energy and a 5 cups. Okay, so I do feel like this person is closing out any old way of being, or they're sort of completely removed, completely in their mind, and taking action. But I feel like in order for this person to take action, I feel this person needs to understand so that they could feel confident. Okay, but I do feel this is going to take time. And I do feel as though this person is very logical. So when the King of Swords sees that there's no fruit, when the King of Swords understands that it hasn't amounted to anything, the King of Swords logically knows that he has to stop doing what he's doing here and start to listen to his feelings, which he's been fighting against. He's been going mad against these feelings, fighting them. You know, this is like about running, not wanting to confront. So I ran away. I didn't want to confront. I didn't understand. And so I sat there and sat there and sat there. And the more I sat there, the more I didn't understand. Okay, well, all I was left with was a sadness and separated from my person. So I can't sit here forever. I got to sort of move on from this. Okay, because I feel like the more they sit there, the more they lose hope. They lose hope of what could be and the future that this person could attain with this Queen of Wands. It's like a lost dream, a lost vision that I once thought could produce. It becomes a memory of the past because of my analysis paralysis here. So I got to get on action and I got to find it within me to find the confidence to step forward. So I feel like this is what this person's thinking, although I don't feel like they closed out a cycle. And I feel like this person is just still somewhere in between experiencing a loss and closing out a cycle here and connecting with their emotions. And I feel this person feels very much outside of their comfort zone when they connect with their emotions. So they're very disconnected from feelings. Like, even though we have the King of Cups, it's like I feel, but I'm out of my comfort zone when it comes to expressing and doing something about it. I get defensive. I get guarded. I keep it to myself. I don't share it. I don't take action on it. I don't even understand it. And so it's very interesting energy here. You know, I feel like maybe you got shut out or something. So let's see, Spirit, with the oracles, what does pile number 2 need to know then about the person on their mind and this person's feelings and thoughts right here, right now in this connection? So we have 2 cards. Let's pull some of these as well. Pile 2's person's thoughts and feelings here. And let's pull some of these as well. Pile 2's person's thoughts and feelings at this time. Okay, let's start with these. So we have express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. So I feel like this person is being called to show. Look at this clamshell opening up. The shell opening up to reveal the feelings, to express their love. Okay, 19 is the sun card. And so I feel like, and we got the sun at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this person is being called to make it clear, express themselves, learn to listen to their emotions and show. Okay, and actually show. So I don't know if there's a gift so much as the gift of love itself, the gift of expression itself. You know, and the gift of opening up. And I feel like this is what this person, the King of Cups, is working on doing here, or at least this is what they're thinking of doing. Okay, and so we have appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. More shell energy. And 33. 33 is a master number. It's about reproduction, creativity, which is more sun energy, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, and harmony. So This person was more preoccupied about being seen for their emotions than they were with what was actually in front of them, that I think they missed out or something here. And now they're being called to deal in the present moment and really look at their emotions and not to be closed up. So how does this come forward? How do they express love here? It's really putting this person outside of their comfort zone, like a lot here. But I feel like it's either that or this person goes mad, or experiences that Queen of Wands, who's clearly on her way out here. So 14, giving heart, develop self-love. So this is an answer as to why is this person so challenged? Because I feel this person needs to connect with love in a way that allows themselves to feel emotions. But 14 is temperance, which is healing, balance, having patience with ourselves. And so I feel like this person's amidst healing, amidst finding balance. And without self-love, they really cannot show. They really cannot show another love. And so this is something that is being worked on here in this connection, or reflected to this person. Sagittarius energy, 77. So this is also a master number. 77 is trust the fall, an adventure that arises from deep wisdom and trust of life and trust of self. I feel like there's a lack of self-trust in following the truth. So we're not seeing the truth. There's also healing that needs to happen with the serpent. We need to shed the old in order to have a new beginning here. And the new beginning is all about our emotions, not to staying stuck in our mind. So the untruth is that maybe I don't need emotions, or I don't know how to express emotions. I don't know how to take action on emotions. Like there's a lot of missing action in words here. 64. So this is the number 10, which is the end of a cycle. Okay, it says healing through rest. So if you and this person are apart, because I feel this Queen of Wands, like I said, is either taken off or is just no longer interested in some capacity. I feel like this King is reflecting, healing, doing the temperance, finding balance. Okay, and so I feel like the separation or this pause is helping to reflect, to understand something here a little bit more clear, where it's been a little bit shadowed. Love grows love with number 40. 4 is the Emperor, which you're getting divine masculine, stability, structure, feeling empowered by love. I feel this person feels disempowered by love. Like my emotions are going to take away from me. I can't feel strong. I feel sort of weak. And so I feel like this person is really connecting to their emotions and understanding that they could still find strength and be empowered by this. The love is driving them. They cannot fight it. I feel as this madman, it's like this love is driving me crazy. This love is guiding me. I'm being guided by love. And I don't feel this person has ever let love guide them. And what this does, it does this massive healing on this need for developing self-love, and this need to see themselves differently, this need to shed an old version or belief of themselves where I was always comfortable in my mind, but not comfortable in my emotions. And so I experienced loss in love or discomfort in communicating. And it never produced anything here. I didn't produce with pile 2. I don't know if I called you pile 1, but let's take a look at the charms then, okay? Shall we? So if this person was 2 swords, I feel this person is working their way out. And I feel like this person has burned and turned a whole bunch of possibilities in their mind for reasons why they can't or didn't pursue, that they're only left with being guided by love and their emotions. So I feel like this person can no longer fight, run, suppress, hide, avoid, or sit there in silence. So big transition here. Okay, let's see with the charms. How is pile number 2's person feeling and thinking at this time, Spirit? Okay, lots of charms. We have the ship. This is about movement. Okay, it could symbolize distance as well. So you guys might be at a long distance, but it is sometimes identified as like where we have to bridge the gap because there's too much space here. Okay, and we see the anchor at the helm, which anchor is about, anchoring something, like giving it roots, creating stability. We kept seeing the Emperor, the number 4, masculine energy, and masculine energy takes action. It grounds something, makes something feel secure and safe, and I feel like we weren't anchored. And I feel like this person feels very uncomfortable navigating their emotions, because the ship goes through the waters, you know, and it's like I have to navigate and get grounded in these energies of feelings, and I'm totally out of my element with that 4 Pentacles in the reverse, coming out of my element, you know. So they're exploring their emotions and they're feeling completely tossed. Here's a starfish, and the starfish could talk about our need to be perceived in a certain way, about image. Okay, so it's like I have a certain image to upkeep, or a certain, and so if I'm a King of Swords, it's like I'm not known to having bouts of emotion, you know, I'm just known as calm, cool, and collected in some way, or that emotions are weak, or like this is all starfish energy. It's all a perceived sort of vision of who I have to be, or something like this. So we see this 4-leaf clover. And so this is about luck, and the Lenormand deck is the most positive card because it talks about things turning. That's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, things turning for the better, you know, things sort of being blessed. So I feel like there's definitely a shift here with the world, something closing out, something that might even be like a hidden blessing, like an ending that turns into a blessing of sorts here. But I do feel there's a shift or a change. And I do feel like this person is coming through saying that they feel very blessed and lucky to have experienced this, even though they're very like there's a discomfort here with emotions. I feel like there's a blessed energy coming through with this 4-leaf clover. Also, if you're looking for confirmation, Irish might be a descendant here. Someone might be Irish, or like to drink. Okay, that's coming through for some of you guys. Drink like a fish. Yeah, I feel like someone here really likes to drink. Could be confirmation. Fish could be Pisces, but I feel like this is aimless. Like in my emotions, I'm aimless. The fish is in water, and so I feel like a fish is used to the water, right? It's like it lives in water, it lives in emotions. I feel like you guys are probably very opposite when it comes to expressing emotions. Like you're probably well at navigating, and this person is very lost, I feel, when it comes to navigating through their emotions. But I feel, again, abundance comes through with the fish. So this luck, this abundance, I feel this person feels very blessed here by this connection. So we have the moon with the star. And so this is coming through as the star is a wish, a vision of what I would want to attain. And the moon is the fears. So the fear is larger than, you know, me actually going towards my wish. And so I feel like that the fear of diving into the emotions with this moon was so big that it overshadowed me pursuing the star, even though I always had this vision of what I wanted for the future here. You know, so this needed to be healed. My emotions needed to be healed. I needed to look at my fears and sit with my subconscious. Here we have the purse. The purse I'm getting, the first thing I got was ego. Okay, of course, but it is because with the starfish, the ego always wants us to perceive in a certain way. And so with the purse, it's like how we dress ourselves up, you know, like we have all these handbags. It's like superficial sort of appearances in some way, but inner purse, I feel like we keep things, you know, that we wouldn't want someone just going through our purse here. So I feel like this person hasn't shared their private sort of things in this connection, which is creating distance between you and this person. It's like they want to keep their things to themselves or contained with themselves. And that's why we were seeing the King of Cups, because I'm like, for a King of Cups, why does this person seem so disconnected from their emotions? But it's like they feel deeply, they just feel out of their element, exposing it, you know, letting it come out. And so I feel like this person also doesn't want to be trapped by their emotions. Like, I don't want you to know so much about me, because then you'll take how I feel and then you'll use that against me. You know, and then I'm not in control or in a safe place, because you can always just pull that out and sort of use that to manipulate me in some way. But I don't think it's because they think you're manipulative so much as I don't want the control, you know, especially a King of Swords. I don't want anyone else to have control over me. So here we have a yoga pose. I think this is the tree pose. So tree energy would be Emperor, because that's about stability. And so this person's making like a tree, like making things more stable here with yoga. So either you guys practice yoga, could be a sign, but I feel like there's a need to practice stability, like getting grounded, getting anchored, creating the stability in the emotions. I feel this person, again, just tossed to and fro, can't get grounded, can't get stable, can't get centered. And that's why the temperance was coming up. Look at the ladybug, you guys, it's very cute. So we have two things of luck here. I feel this person feels very, very blessed here in this connection with this ladybug. What else do we have? We have the mouse. And the mouse talks about the annoyances, the voice that keeps irritating at us and constantly eroding. And so it could be the inner critic that keeps saying the same thing, like, I don't want to share my emotion, or it just keeps repeating, and it just eats away the integrity. It doesn't allow there to be stability. It doesn't allow us to put our roots because we're have these anxieties, or these inner thoughts that keep us up. And if it gets so bad, it sort of drives our agenda here because we fear the rats, or the rat noise becomes louder than the reality. Yeah, look at the mermaids. So this is siren energy. And I feel like, again, if you only knew, how I feel for you with this siren energy, it's like, you will lead me to my demise. You are leading me towards my, I don't know, something here that makes me feel very uncomfortable. It's almost like the death of me, This is what it feels like. So it could be somebody who really, really is scared of commitment, a lot of fear, they can't get grounded. And it's like, you're leading me straight to my emotions, or having to experience this, because I feel a lot of attraction to you. Like this mermaid, she pulls all the sailors towards their demise here with the siren. Okay. Like they hear her singing, they hear her voice, and then they go down, and then they go, and they just, they end up dying because they're being led. Okay. But I feel like this person isn't, I don't know, like their fears are getting in the way of them understanding or connecting with you. And it's like, I fear you're going to lead me down the wrong path here. There could be a fear of abandonment too. Here we have a football, which could be confirmation. But I feel like it's about the strategy, because the King of Swords is always strategizing. It's like, I got to strategize. And emotions have no strategy. We can't use strategy when it comes to navigating emotions. We just have to allow ourselves to feel, not fight. And so I feel like this person was trying to, I don't know, like play some play-by-play or something here, You see an angel wing, only one. So I don't know, this could just be a one-sided sort of connection here with this one angel wing, but definitely divinely guided, this connection for sure with the wing. Here we have a cupcake. So very sweet. Someone might have a sweet tooth, or maybe you guys cook desserts for each other, or like to talk about the desserts here with this cupcake. We have an apple. I feel like the health of this connection is something that this person is needing to really focus on, like daily, like an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I feel like there is a need to constantly sort of give to the health of this connection. They want to see the fruit, because with the 7 pentacles in reverse, the fruit hasn't been birthed yet, and there could be fruit. There's potential for fruit, but also the apple is giving me this mermaid energy, or the siren, because it's like Eve ate the apple, and then the demise of all of humanity. If you read what happened there in the Bible, okay, if you take it literal. So this apple, I feel like, is, if you poison me, if I try your apple of emotions, or this connection, it's like the death of me. It'll never be the same, like there's a lot of fear like this. Oh my goodness. I mean, here we have the dove, which is all about peace. Okay, keeping the peace, finding peace. Extending an olive branch too. And here we see the heart with an arrow through it. I think this person is just really scared to love, really scared that they'll get hurt. It hurts them to love, but it's obviously a misnomer. Like, it doesn't hurt to love. What hurts is undoing those walls, those boundaries, those beliefs, the things we keep up, the things that we hide and keep to ourselves. And I feel like this person is needing to pull out the whatever from their heart here in order for them to be able to love, and be a little bit more direct here with their emotions. like express themselves and be pointed with what they want, because I feel like this person has been, I don't know, has been their strategy, you know, but it's like, I'm just driven by fear and keeping this I don't knows. And it's like, no, you got to be direct. You got to say what you want. You got to focus on the health of this connection day in, day out. You know, especially with all of this like blessed energy, I feel here, like a blessing, like you bring in peace, you bring in happiness, you bring in joy, all the sun we were seeing, which is happiness, contentment, you know. And so what? The rats and the fear are really driving the agenda. You know, my lack of confidence, my annoying thoughts, my inability to strategize properly to win the game or to have an understanding of how I could win. Like, all right. So this is your reading, pile number 2. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3. You guys picked the Steel Wizard Tarot. Let's take a look at the person on your mind, shall we? And we'll look at their thoughts and their feelings. And because I'm not doing an energy check, and I don't know if I said I was at the beginning, but I'm not, so that we can really dive into these thoughts and feelings a little bit more. I do ask that you go listen to the disclaimer, that you tap into your intuition here, okay? You're going to use your intuition to know whether this is your messaging or not. So only you can do this. So you might want to come up with what you'll see, feel, or hear to determine whether this message is right for you. Okay, and we'll use some oracles and some charms as well to get deeper understanding here towards what this person is thinking and feeling. So we'll look predominantly at their thoughts, although thoughts trigger feelings. And so if feelings come through, I will communicate. Okay, but let's ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3, Spirit. Pile number 3's person. What are they feeling and thinking at this time? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. What is pile 3's person predominantly thinking and feeling about pile 3 and this connection at this time? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. Pile 3's person's thoughts at this time, Spirit. What do we have? Soul Twins 25. So in this deck, this is special. There's like, I think, I don't know, like 5 or 6 cards beyond the world in the major arcana. And so this is our need for inner union. But I mean, soul twins could certainly be talking about a twin flame soul bond connection here between two. Okay, in which one needs to come into union with self with this soul twins. So very spiritual energy flowing through. But let's see, how is pile number 3's person thinking and feeling at this time about this connection, Spirit? Please help me to channel this message. 4 Wands, that is my twin flame card because it symbolizes the 1111. Now, I don't like labels so much here, but we need to use words in order to have understanding of what we're trying to talk about, okay? So a soul connection. And that's a type of soul connection here where there could be mirroring and there could be very heavy life lessons in order for us to come into balance, for us to ascend. 4 Wands is all about union. It could be the marriage card. It could be about community, a rite of passage, stability, security, creating something. We see 2 people sitting under there. Let's keep going. What is this? Oh my goodness, look at that. This card got all wonky. Okay. Pile number 3's person. What are their thoughts? 6 Cups. Oh my goodness, that's my soulmates card. This, you guys are blowing me out of the water here. Page of Swords in reverse. Why is this 4 of Wands here? 9 Wands. And finally, why is this 6 Cups here? Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. And we have the 3 Cups. Under that, we have Temperance. Sagittarius energy. What's under that? Transition. Oh my goodness. Which is the Death card. I will cover this with this. Full Moon. Protect your energy and hold your star close. Okay. So let's sit here with this. What's under this transition? So Scorpio energy here. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okie doke. So I do feel this is your energy, but whatever. You can crisscross it if you want. We might go deeper yet because this kind of happened with pile 3 as well. I feel as though there's a Queen of Swords energy, okay? And this Queen of Swords, which I'm going to call you, okay? She is coming to an understanding here. It's getting very clear here. Things are changing. And what's changing here is her healing and her understanding of herself and what this connection means. So I feel like she is laying boundaries here. And she's laying boundaries because I feel like this Queen of Swords has a new understanding about what she wants for herself, what feels right for her, what her soul family should look like and feel like. And I feel like there's a lot of love here she has. I feel like she has an understanding of what coming together looks like. And I feel that she is connected to this connection in a way here that sees it as something very spiritual with all this purple, this soul twins, this twin flame, the soulmate energy is very strong. Okay, so she feels very connected here. But I feel like her transition here is really about choosing herself through an understanding here of something that didn't work. Okay, and I feel it didn't work or it didn't produce to something, or she's realizing it won't produce to a long-term thing here. And so I feel like she is learning to come into balance, to heal herself in order for her to understand what it is that she does want to align with. And so I feel like there's a lack of seeing this here in this connection. She hasn't seen it. She doesn't understand in this connection where there's an ability to come together. And so I feel like she's protecting herself. And I also feel like maybe she feels that this connection isn't really worth pursuing so much because I feel like her experience here has been something that she's had to really heal from. And so balance to her is important. Healing to her is important. You know, she has a lot of patience. There's a lot of love here, but I feel like this is also talking about being divinely guided. I feel like she's listening to her intuition. She's listening to the divine. And I feel like what's more important here is her experiencing her soul family, her soul experience that feels good for her. And so I think maybe in the past she was really understanding or wanting, you know, a future here in the pentacle realm, like what she could build, what she could commit to long term here. She had an idea, a vision of what she could build. And I feel like it's now shifted to this. What's going to make me feel happy? What people can I keep around me that are going to make me feel happy and fill my soul? This is what's important to me. This is what I'm being guided to do so that I can heal, so I can come into balance, so I can find this within myself, what happiness looks like. And so in the meantime, I'm having to protect myself. And I don't know why she feels she has to protect herself. It could be because she was not getting clarity, or she has no further understanding here of how to create this stability and this connection outside of creating her own stability. And so it could be that either, you know, the whatever connection she was in, this person didn't pursue her, or she is no longer wanting to pursue, you know, this connection here. And so there's a lot happening energetically here, I feel, with this Queen of Swords energy. And she's really looking to the divine here. Look, she's looking up and she's being guided. And look, protect your energy and hold your stars close. It's like, I'm going to protect myself and hang on to what matters here. And what matters is me feeling appreciated, celebrated, enjoying life, not necessarily this vision I might have had of, you know, this 10 pentacles in the future of something. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like there is a form of surrender, but it's based on a lack of clarity or understanding here. So I think she's also had quite an experience here. So let's see if we can dive in a little deeper into this energy, because with pile 2, we sort of got the flipped person on the second layer. So let's see. Spirit, for pile number 3, can we see a little bit more about pile 3's person and how they're thinking and feeling at this time? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. Thank you so much, spirits, for this message. Pile number 3's person's thoughts and feelings at this time. Please help me to channel this. Okay. A little more here in regards to pile 3's connection person that came here about. So now we have the Page of Swords in the upright. It's also about communication here. There's the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 7 Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Emperor in reverse and the Tower in reverse, Aries energy. Why is this 7 Pentacles here in reverse, Spirit? Hierophant, Taurus energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 Swords and the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is what happened with pile number 2. I'm getting the flipped person now. This King of Pentacles is coming through. Okay, so I feel like the Queen of Swords might have been your energy, and I feel like this King of Pentacles is your person. So I'm going to read this as the other, like your person, the other person, not the Queen of Swords. So this King of Pentacles is having an understanding here. And what is he finally understanding? He's having to really take a look at his own ability to provide commitment and value in this connection, because I feel like this Queen of Wands has seen her own value. Okay, she understood something in that last round. She is putting boundaries. She understands her self-worth. She knows she's of high value here. And she also knows that this King of Pentacles wasn't providing a reliable, consistent, solid thing that could build to a 10 Pentacles that she gave up on or just surrendered to. And so I feel like this King of Pentacles is understanding that he was not acting in an upright Emperor. He wasn't feeling empowered. He wasn't taking initiative. He wasn't going after, and he was doing that in order to upkeep some form of tower in his world. Whatever that tower may be, something that cannot sustain, it has to be acknowledged and dealt with in order for there to be a building of a new 10 Pentacles. This is why this king couldn't build the 10 Pentacles with this queen, because he couldn't be somebody she could rely on, because he was upkeeping some part of his world. And so he's looking at this saying, my inability to let this tower fall has prevented me from feeling empowered to deal with this Queen of Wands. I'm thinking about this and understanding this because this Queen of Wands is showing to me that she has found her own value here and that nothing's produced in this connection. And so she realizes that there's no fruit here. And of course, she's not going to want to commit herself to something here that isn't producing fruit. And so he's left here with this 5 Swords. He feels betrayed. You know, he's betrayed. And it's like, this is an ego because I feel like you're giving up on me, or you're moving on, or you didn't get your pentacle from me. And so now you have your value, or now I see you as someone who's accomplished. And here I am left without my confidence, upkeeping something which should have came down anyway. And, you know, winning at all costs here, but nobody really won. And now I'm just reflecting here, understanding this. And I didn't pursue this connection. I didn't pursue it to the best of my ability. I wasn't stand up in pursuing it because I didn't deal with this tower that was needing to get dealt with. Yeah, look, more healing here. And so I feel like this connection, because of all the spiritual cards we were seeing in that first round, that divine feminine, that Queen of Swords is really spiritually leading this connection by following her intuition, by following the divine, by doing the healing work, by tapping into her own self-worth, laying boundaries, acknowledging her value. She's doing healing and she's creating balance here. Okay, and so this king needs to be able to see where he stands here. He needs to be able to see his lack of, I don't know, like the shadow, his ego, his lack of drive, his inability to deal with this tower. Because if he doesn't deal with the tower, he can't pursue this connection in a way here that can offer commitment and stability. And so he sees this now, or he understands this, but it's like, there's conflict here that he's needing to resolve, two people. And he sees the damage he's created here because she's down here, and he's created this by his inaction. Maiden of Swords in reverse. And so the Maiden comes after the Page in this deck. It's a feminine energy. And I feel like the Queen of Swords might have been in confusion for some time, or the Queen of Wands, same energy. She was a Queen of Swords now because she understood her value, and her value might have been something that wasn't seen or understood. And it was kept here for some time. And this is what she was trying to heal or trying to find balance. And now that she finds this balance or this healing, it's like there's an understanding that I can't stay here. It's not producing fruit, and I'm more valuable here. I got to go towards something that does support me, that I can commit to. Even if it is a 3 cups, at least it produces some form of happiness here. Whereas this thing is just not moving, or it's only creating 5 swords and it's keeping conflict. So this is what I see. We'll dive in one more layer because I feel like we're not done with the story here. And then we'll pull some oracles and some charms. So spirits, thank you so much for this message. Pile 3, final round here in regards to this connection. What do we need to know about this connection? Feelings and thoughts, pile 3 in their person. What do we need to see here about this connection? Please help me to channel this message, clear and concise message for the viewer in regards to what is going on here energetically. 2 cups in reverse. Yeah, something didn't work out. 5 swords, couldn't come together. We didn't see eye to eye. This is 2 people sharing the same values, coming to the table. But we couldn't come to the table. 9 pentacles in reverse. Someone was unavailable. Someone was lacking confidence. Evolution. So that's transformation, that's change. It's really about understanding, having a greater awareness, and coming into union, with the divine. And so I feel like there's a huge shift here with this divine feminine energy, that's creating this new understanding. And so I think when she was Maiden of Swords in reverse, it was like a lack of clarity for some time that stunted her. And so I feel like she's had to really work on her own confidence here, which resulted in, this is not coming together. But I feel like it didn't come together because there was no harmony and there was no seeing eye to eye in this connection. 2 of Wands in reverse. And King of Cups in reverse, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And finally, why is this evolution card here, Spirit? Knight of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. And under that, we have Justice in reverse, which is Libra, and the 10 Pentacles. Okay. So this now she's a Queen of Pentacles. Same energy. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. I feel like she's pretty much every queen here, except we didn't see Empress, but the Empress is all the queens. So this is showing different aspects of this person, okay, which I feel is you. She values structure and stability. She really wanted this 10 Pentacles, a long-term thing to build. It didn't happen. It was imbalanced. It's obvious to her. I can't find balance here. Okay, so I got to find my own balance here. I got to create my own future. I got to rely on myself. I'm valuable. I'm grounded. And I was needing to tap into this part of myself, okay, because I feel like that's maybe what was missing here, her confidence in herself to build her own empire. She sees this. She understands this. I feel like this king, okay, the king, what was he in the last round? I don't know what he was showing up as, but now he's showing up as this King of Cups because this is the other energy, okay, but he's in the reverse. It's like this King of Cups was sitting on his emotions, was being emotionally unavailable, was not choosing, was not bringing balance, was not moving in the direction of this connection in order to show that he was coming as the King of Pentacles, sorry. He was not showing his commitment, okay? He was not capable of providing confidence to this connection and complementing his Queen of Pentacles here. And so I feel like he wants to come forward here with this Knight of Cups to express himself, to say, I have feelings. I have feelings here and I'm going to express this. But I feel like what this Queen wants is she wants Pentacle. And she wanted Pentacles here in this connection that he was unavailable to produce for her. And it is something here that I feel she is looking at differently in order for her to move forward confidently on her own. But I feel like this king still doesn't know how to give her a pentacle. He's still unavailable when it comes to the 3D world outside of just communicating his emotion. And maybe he feels, because I've been emotionally detached or incapable of sharing my emotions, I will come forward with this expression. But it's still imbalanced here, because I feel like what she was wanting to see was some form of pentacle promise or some reliability here that was out of balance. So he's going to come forward and fall short. Like, he's a day late and a buck short. Yeah, look, the sun in reverse. So there still needs to be more here that needs to be spoken and seen and understood. And I feel like this is a stingy king, if I got to be honest, and maybe he's stingy because he doesn't know how. But I feel like he didn't choose. He slept on it. He created instability here in some way. If he couldn't produce, then he didn't communicate why he was unavailable. But I feel like his rectification, if that's a word, how he's going to rectify the situation is come forward and say, I have feels. Okay. So what? She looks unimpressed. She don't care. The universe. So this is the special card in this deck, and it is not the world, but it's like the universe, which steps outside of the world. So it's all things considered, like all energy, like all of the divine is interconnected here. Okay. And so I feel like there's the divine working its magic. There's this evolution happening. The divine has the wheel. Everything is happening for a reason. Everything's unfolding as it does. Justice is laying out, even though things might be imbalanced and unjust. The divine is bringing justice to a connection here that's very lopsided. And so we're experiencing exactly what we need to experience in order for things to evolve. And so through this, maybe communicating feelings, this King of Cups might realize that this wasn't enough, that there needs to be an examination of availability of effort and energy to make himself sort of independent and confident to pursue her in some way here. And maybe he's lacking this confidence, and she's just not having it. So let's take a look at the oracles, and then we'll do some charms. So, Spirit, thank you so much for that message. What's going on with pile number 3's person? Feelings, thoughts, anything further we can communicate to pile 3 in regards to this connection? Pile 3's person's thoughts and their feelings at this time. Thank you so much. So we have, you can't find goodness because you lost your heart, number 39. And that's the number 12. So 12 is the Hangman, which is a change in perspective. I feel like the King of Pentacles / now what was he over here? A King of Cups in reverse. I feel like he's lost out on an opportunity here. Okay, like he's created his injustice here in his world. And so I feel like there is a need for him to look beyond his inadequacies. And I feel like he's not wanting to fail. And I feel like he's not wanting to allow this Queen of Pentacles to move on or move forward. But he can't humble himself enough to find it within his heart to express and communicate and find balance here in this connection. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles might have just had enough. Like she's no longer wanting to stick around here and show compassion, I feel she's moving on. Party leader, number 6, lovers, and the pink bubble fairy, 34. So number 7. So what I just heard was smoke and mirrors. I feel like we're seeing through smoke and mirrors. I feel like there might have been a lot of excitement, but there might have been some truths here that weren't addressed and acknowledged here. And especially when it comes to like the lovers, like, are we going down this path? Are we making it happen? There's a lot of rose-colored glasses. Maybe there was a lot of seeing it how we wanted, but not seeing through the illusion. And the illusion here is that maybe things sounded good or looked like they could be one way with the 10 pentacles. And then the truth was we couldn't create the 10 pentacle. I had too much, I wished for the best. I hoped for the best. And I feel like maybe somebody was putting on a show of what they could do or be, but when it came down to it, they couldn't. repopulation with number 18. 18 is the moon, which is about to not seeing something potentially for what it is. And we have the apple, which here it's eaten, and here's a full apple. So this is giving me like regeneration in some way. I feel like the uncertainty has created this Queen of Pentacles to be able to regenerate and see value in herself. And I feel like this connection might have really took a blow on her confidence with that 9 Pentacles in reverse and this apple being eaten. It's like she wasn't seeing clearly. You know, she wanted to see something, you know, something better, something good. And it was like she had to see through the illusion. And the illusion is that her self-worth is not dependent on someone's 10 Pentacle or whether they could provide or whatever this king was saying or doing. It's like her value was there all along. She was whole and complete. And so I feel like here she's no longer interested, but I feel like the king feels 5 swords, like he feels like her stepping into her power, knowing her self-worth is like her abandoning him in some way. It's like, don't you have compassion for me? It's like, no, she's found her self-worth. I think she doesn't want an imbalanced situation here, you know? And so I think she found her self-worth as this king feels abandoned and feels left behind. So 28, daring heart, learn to lead from wisdom. So that's the Queen of Swords energy. 28, number 10, end of cycle, transformation. This Queen of Swords has learned her self-worth, learned to understand more about herself. And look at this big moon. So I feel like there was a lot of moonlight energy here that was keeping things not true or uncertainty in this connection. And so there was a need to lead, a need to experience something so that she could see her value. Beautiful heart, open your wings and fly. 19, yes. And so 19 is the sun energy, which is about clarity, certainty. Open your wings and fly. So this Queen of Pentacles, she is found her joy. She's found her wings. She's spreading her wings and flying and making certainty out of something that might have been very uncertain. And I don't think this king likes it. So let's see, Spirit, what's going on with this connection in regards to pile number 3's person's feelings and thoughts? What's going on here in this connection? I feel one more. 2 more, okay? So we have 40. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. So 40 is 4, which is the Emperor energy, a need for stability. I feel this Queen is spreading her wings so that she can create her own stability here. But I feel like this present moment is sort of a reflection of karmas, you know, like everything that's accumulated to what has happened has led to this present moment. And so I feel like this present moment is going to impact the future. And so I think, you know, if things are unjust, it's because of what has happened in the past that's creating this. I think there was a lack of stability. She had to go find elsewhere. So 34. So number 7, which is Chariot energy, receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is the way to show love. He's holding on to a snowflake. So I feel there's appreciation here in regards to this Queen and her connection with herself. Like her really being able to receive love from herself, connect to this place, appreciate herself in order for her to be able to see and connect. Now she knows how to give love and what love means, you know. Loving could be seeing how we have boundaries and what situations we're willing to involve herself with and not. Love is all around you. Card number 16. So 16 is Tower energy. And this says, there is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as a truth. I think she's seeking outside of this connection in order to connect to herself so that she could feel love, you know, and I think the Tower is the realization here, what's going on in this connection. Things have fallen apart. We're seeing through the illusion, we're seeing through the charades, the smoke and mirrors, someone else's show. Someone else might feel, like I said, this king feels almost like abandoned here. And it's like, but this king just needed to connect, you know, connect to something here. The stability and the love here is what needed to be nurtured. And I feel like it's, with this Tower, is something that's come to I don't know, to blows. Like There's a real realization here that things were unjust and imbalanced in this connection, and it needed to be addressed and dealt with. And I feel like it is, but I feel like this Queen of Swords, whatever you want to call her, Queen of Pentacles, is taking that power in her own hands to deal with it however she knows how. So let's take a look at the charms for pile number 3, and then see what we see there before we wrap up this reading. So, Spirit, clear and concise message here for beautiful pile number 3. What do they need to know? Oh my goodness. So, 2 Pentacles. I feel like this Queen didn't feel prioritized with these 2 Pentacles. This is a need to choose and decide. And Pentacles is all about, like I said, the practical things we can do here. She wanted security and stability, I feel, in the practical way. And this might have been something that was not solidified. You know, it wasn't solidified. She didn't feel like she was an option here, or she felt like an option. She didn't feel like a choice. And so I feel like this is something that she was needing to really deal with. Okay. And I feel like if this king couldn't choose, she had to get direct and take her own action here with this arrow. Okay. And I do feel this is what she's doing. I feel this is also talking about ascension here. So I feel like she's ascending and she's moving out and away. But I feel like arrow can talk about pain, you know, like it's creating a pain here. And so the pain is created to this king, because I feel like this king might have wanted to keep his options open in some way, or just sat too long. Look at this balance, justice again. So things were unjust. She had to take justice in her own hands. Stability again. The tree of life, creating stability. She wanted security. She wanted someone she could rely on. I think she had to move towards this. There we see the cage and a little bird. So I think, yeah, like the cage talks about a need to be free, not caged up, not held hostage. So I feel like maybe there was things that needed to be said here with this bird in this cage that weren't communicated, you know, and so I feel like there was imprisonment here of energy in this limbo land that didn't get cleared up. Here's more birds, more communication. Okay, I need to communicate, express self, and be honest. Here we have a hummingbird, and hummingbirds, they're very gracious here, but I feel like hummingbirds, they find nectar. And so I feel like this queen is having to find the nectar, like the purpose to life here, outside of, you know, what someone else can give to her. She has to find it herself, like find it within herself and feed it to herself. It's nothing no one can give to her. And so I feel like this is the journey she's on. And here's the key, which is giving me the knowledge, the wisdom that the Queen of Swords has through an experience she now knows, she now understands, she now sees. Here's the cross. So I do feel there was maybe a lot of pain here in enduring, you know, a period of uncertainty. This is all about faith as well. So I feel like divinely guided spiritual faith here and where she's being led. There we have the heart with an arrow through it. So yeah, like I said, I feel like her certainty is creating pain on this king because she's getting targeted and she's understanding what stability looks like and health looks like and security. And I feel like he feels wounded. He feels wounded by her getting empowered here, which isn't really love here if he feels threatened by this, but I feel she's moving on. Here's this moon with the star. So we have Cancer, Pisces, and Aquarius energy. This could talk about our emotions with the moon, an ability to connect to our subconscious here in order for us to see what we truly want with the star. So I feel like she was needing to overcome her fears in order to move towards her star, the North Star. There we see the Tinkerbell. Yeah, like sit with her fears and make shit happen. Tinkerbell makes things happen. You know, it's almost very magical here, and here she's sitting with the star. So she is connecting to what she wants to make happen, despite to what might have been holding her back, which would have been fears here with this moon. And look at this moon now, it has a happy face in it. So it's like I reconciled my fears, or I'm like happy with connecting with this part of my emotions and tapping into this part of me no longer holds me back. There's a newfound happiness here created for you. Tinkerbell. I feel like she's creating her own transformation here with this butterfly. It's her own world. It's her own creation. No one else can create this for her. There's a flower, which is a new beginning, which I feel she's having. And then this feather, which talks about our ancestors guiding us, something being shown to us, sign, symbols, synchronicities to confirm that we're on the right path. And here we have a shell, and this shell is hollow. And so I feel like the shell can talk about a defensive energy or something, being very hard on the outside. And so I think this connection might have been very difficult to understand or to connect or to pierce through. But I think she's seeing that there's no substance here. Like there's no substance in waiting around. There's nothing here for her. There's nothing here in no man's land and being in this seesaw. And so she is no longer wanting or interested in attaining like nothing. There's nothing here as far as she's concerned, and so this is her true understanding. And I also feel like this key is setting her free from whatever cage. She may have felt very trapped here by this connection. Okay, so beautiful angels, this is your reading. I feel this might have been mostly your energy. You might want to go check out another pile if this resonated for you, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 4. You guys pick the Dancing in the Dark Tarot, and this is what it looks like. We're going to be looking at your person and their feelings and thoughts. Predominantly their thoughts, which come hand in hand with their feelings. And so I won't be doing an energy check. If I did say I was, I lied. I'm not, because it takes too much time and I want to get into this person's thoughts and feelings. So I do ask that you tap into your own intuition here in order for this message to resonate for you, okay? So the best way to do this is to come up with what you'll see, feel, or hear to determine whether this pile makes sense to you, okay? And so you can go listen to the disclaimer if you want more guidance in that. But let's take a look at pile number 4's person, the person that came here about their thoughts and their feelings. We'll also pull some oracles and some charms a little later. But we'll see, what are they thinking and feeling at this time? Pile number 4's person's thoughts, spirit. Clear and concise message. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4. Thank you so much, pile 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. So we have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. I just heard tied in knots. 5 swords, 8 wands. Okay, why are we tied in knots here? We see 5 swords, 8 wands. Remember, sometimes the energy also comes reversed here, okay? So I'll do my best to try to see how many energies I see here. 2, no, not 2. Page of Pentacles. With the lilies. Lilies are all about peace. Why is this Temperance here? Page of Wands. So I got 2 pages. Why is this 5 of Swords here, Spirit, with this 8 Wands? What's with this 5 of Swords? 9 Cups and Ace of Cups in reverse. Oops, this card fell in my lap. I'm just going to put it over here 2 Wands. Okay, why is this Page of Pentacles over here? What's with this Page of Pentacles? 10 Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. And finally, the Lovers. Or the Lovers, the Devil. Sorry, I always do this. Okay, let me hide this. So we got nudity here. Navigate. Beacons of light in the sky are there to guide you. Okay. Interesting. Let's tap into this energy and see what's going on. So Devil's Capricorn energy at the bottom of the deck. What's underneath this Devil? We have 9 swords, and it is in reverse. Wowzers. That can't be good. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Interesting. Somebody royally fucked up here, I feel. And what it resulted in was an ending. So the ending of a connection, or just it resulted in something very painful being experienced here. And I feel like your person experienced an ending with you that they don't like because of something they did here, Five Swords. Okay, Five Swords isn't good because it's somebody being selfish, most likely. So someone acted selfish with this Nine Cups. Immediate gratification. I'm going to think of myself only. I'm not going to consider the other person. Why was this happening? This happened because this person might lack self-love or just be blocking a new beginning here in this connection to pursue this connection, to experience love, to express emotions. And I feel like this person is a little bit selfish here because of these reasons. Okay, so that's the shadow aspect of the Nine Cups. And I feel like this person was thinking about themselves, whatever they did here. It was like, I'm going to win at all costs to get what it is that I'm wanting in this moment, or for whatever reason is making me feel protected or comfortable or emotionally okay. And so I feel like this has happened. And now there's the consequence of this person doing whatever that they did here. Okay. And so I feel like your person, the person who did the Five Swords here, they're looking at the situation like, okay, I need to smooth things over. I need to make things right. And I have an understanding here that this isn't good. That whatever state I'm in, whatever it is that I did, this is like the aftermath, the bed I got to deal with, the thoughts now, me looking at the thing that I did and me being sort of pulled here by the devil, by my action led in this 10 Swords. And so I want to come forward here and smooth things over with you. Like I'm pulled to smooth things over with you. And I want to have communication here as to why I did this, or, what happened, what transpired here. And so I feel like communication. So I want to talk to you. And I want there to be something on the table again. Because all I'm experiencing here is something off the table or something ending, and I don't like this. And so I know that there's a choice here for me to take action and come towards you to communicate so that I could smooth things and heal things between you and I and discuss or address this devil. Okay, but this navigate is like I'm trying to find out how to best communicate with you, how to find peace in the situation. Because right now it's not peaceful, and right now I can't eat or sleep, and I created all sorts of havoc here based on my own action of being selfish and doing the five swords to you. So I'm obsessively thinking about this with the devil and that 9 swords. I'm obsessively thinking about how it hurt or what it's created, how selfish I could have been here in this connection. And so I keep thinking that I got to do something. I got to make things better. I got to balance things out. I got to heal this between you and I. So let's see. Spirits, can we see some more regarding pile number 4's person's thoughts and their feelings? What are their thoughts and feelings at this time? Pile number 4's person. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this message. Can we take a deeper look at pile 4's person's thoughts and feelings at this time? So the moon. Okay, let's see. What is the moon signifying here in this reading? Why is the moon here? Cancer, Pisces energy. I feel like with the devil, there's like an animal instinct here to take action. Like I gotta take action. Like I feel an impulse to do so. King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. High Priestess, an impulse to do so. My intuition's telling me that I need to do something here. So the King of Pentacles is somebody who is pretty secure and reliable, someone who might have a form of stability or commitment. But let's see, why is this moon here, Spirit? 8 Cups and the Knight of Cups. Why is this King of Pentacles here? Oh my goodness. Let's take the ones that revealed themselves. Sorry, I'm going to do this because I don't want to get influenced by the cards underneath. So we see the Hangman in the reverse and the 10 Wands in the reverse as well. Pisces energy. And finally, why is this High Priestess here? More Pisces. Why is this High Priestess here, spirits? Oh my goodness, again with the Devil. Capricorn energy. Magician. What's under the Magician? So Virgo, Gemini, we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So I need to communicate because this is also a communication card. And I want to manifest something that didn't manifest. Something didn't manifest because I fucked it up. More lilies, more peace. So I want peace. And maybe that's what they want to manifest, is peace between you and I. But I feel there's something more that they want. But it's like I got to find peace with pile number 4 first because I screwed up royally. And only I can create the peace here. Only I can manifest and get back here. But there's a lot of fear about this. But I feel intuitively driven to do this. Okay, but in order for me to bring peace, in order for me to come forward, I have to walk away from something here. That's the only way that I can come forward to express to pile number 4 what I'm feeling. And I can't show up to pile number 4 and not to talk about my feels. And I can't just talk about my feels if I don't acknowledge what it is here that I got to walk away from. And what I feel what this person has to acknowledge is something they're committed to here that they've been sort of fixed on, or there's some form of reverse hangman, which is some concept that they have about what they're committing to, or some concept they have about whether they can commit here, or what they could build here, or what they have already built that I feel is getting in the way. That was the reason for there being sort of a falling apart here. So either they're committing to something else, or their inability to see commitment or be relied upon here is something that is no longer sustainable, and this person needs to deal with this. And so I feel like intuitively they know this, but this is like the Devil part. It's like I feel pulled to you. I feel like I want to talk to you, create peace here. I want to manifest something with you. But then at the same time, there's a lot of me having to deal with this unhealthy way of me seeing this part of me. So I want to see, like, what is this fear of commitment? Is this like a fear of letting go or walking away from, like, something I'm already committed to, or just walking away from the idea that I'm free and uncommitted? You know, and like having to express my emotions here. So let's see, what's with this King of Pentacles here, spirits? What's this King of Pentacles signifying here in this connection? Fear of commitment with the Hierophant in reverse, or a marriage that needs to be dissolved in some way here. A lifestyle that I'm upkeeping. This is just a lifestyle that I'm upkeeping here. That I have this reverse hangman. It's like my way of understanding. It hasn't amounted to anything except for something I need to surrender and give up. I need to acknowledge this. But there's a lot of fears around this. Fears around walking away. But my intuition is telling me, and there's a greater knowing. And I feel there's like an obsessive pull here with this Devil. But I have an unhealthy attachment to how I perceive my world or my life or what I'm involved with here. And so I don't know, like this Magician could be selfish energy still. Like, what does this person want, you know? So we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So I do feel this person owes you some form of an apology or something that they did with that 5 swords. It's like I got to communicate an apology that hasn't come forth yet. I feel like I need more on this pile, you guys, to be honest, before we pull the oracles to see. Every pile has been always a bit more, but that's fine. Spirits, pile number 4. Can we see some more? Pile number 4 is person's feelings, thoughts. Please. What is it that pile 4 needs to know about their person's feelings and thoughts? Can we dive in a little deeper in this connection, please, and thank you. Pile 4 needs to know about this person and their thoughts and their feelings right here, right now, spirits. Thank you so much. 10 Cups. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles again. The need for peace. I just keep hearing I fucked up. 6 of Cups. Reconciliation. I miss you. And look at these lilies are white and here they're red. And I saw a lot of red here. Like I was going to mention it, but I didn't talk about it. But the red is the root chakra and the devil. So devil could be even talking addictions and with the root chakra for sure. Like whatever this person did was not good. At all. At all, at all. Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is compromised. Your love is compromised. The compassion you showed me is compromised. I fucked up. Here's my 10 of Pentacles, and now I'm out in the cold, and I don't want to be out in the cold. I want to come forward and communicate something with you, but I got to deal with that devil, which is still there, lingering about. So what is this? This is the Justice in reverse. Yeah. What I did was unfair. I don't want balance. And even this 5 and this 1 pentacle is 6 pentacles. Things were unjust and imbalanced. And I could have been in a situation where I was taking, or I took from you, or it was unjust. And so now I'm coming forward here with this pentacle. But what is this? Like, what is this? Just a sort of a peace offering here. But the devil still remains. But to reconciliation, this person sees you as a soulmate here. There's definitely a lot of thought when it comes to the love that was shared here, or the care and compassion that you showed this person with this Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? Page of Swords. More pages. I think this person was acting very immature. And look at more red in this cape. So, I don't know. Like what I'm getting is like, you know how the devil is not good, right? It's like, it's a cape here. Like, I don't know. Is this person wearing this devil as like a badge of honor in some way? I don't know. Like, it seems very immature here with the pages, as my email confirms. So I don't know. Maybe they're using it as like an excuse, you know, this unhealthy way of being. And I don't know, like communication with the pages. Five Cups, I'm sad. It's a little selfish here. I'm sad. I'm out in the cold. There was potential here. You're not giving me your love. I was unjust. And so now I come forward wanting to communicate with you and giving you a peace offering. But yet, I don't know, like, am I telling you about the devil? It's like I'm offering you the lilies and the peace wrapped up in some devilly thing here is what I feel. I don't know, you guys, really, to be honest. But it's like, I don't want to feel sad. And I feel sad and I'm missing you. And I lost out. I lost out. 7 Pentacles, I lost out. And I'm feeling sad. And I don't want to deal with the heartbreak. And more red there. And what's there? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. And there you are. So you were like the perfect ideal. This is like the perfect ideal partner, the Queen of Pentacles. Wifey material. Somebody who has their ishness together. Okay, so I feel like this person is looking at a situation that's like, I don't know, like they screwed up and there's a need for them to resolve it and deal with this devil. And it's like, instead of dealing with the devil, it's like, I just want to talk to you. I want to create peace with you. But it's like, you need to focus and deal with the thing that's actually the issue here. But here I come with the issues, you know? This person hasn't resolved their issue. And they're going to come forward, or they want reconciliation, or they want peace with you because the pain is too great here, or they feel sad and without you. That's what they're thinking. How can I come here and communicate and offer to you peace offering? But it's a seed, and it's just an understanding here of something that I want back because this doesn't feel good. I don't want to be out in the cold from you, and I don't want to look at something that I ruined. So, alrighty, let's take a look at the Oracle cards. Spirit's clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 4. Their person. What are they thinking and feeling at this time? Anything further, any more clarity we can provide to this connection? Some of these. Under a spell. Oh my goodness, 50. So the devil could certainly be under a spell. She certainly could be acting under the devil. But I feel like this person just wants to, I don't know, like get things kind of where they were at. Number 5 is challenging. So they created conflict and loss. And I feel this person wants to rebuild back to what they had here. And they feel driven. Like I said, that moon energy was giving me that animal instinct. Like I'm under a spell. I got to make things right. I got to find peace here. But it's like, okay, but let's deal with the devil. Oh my goodness. Okay, so trapped hearts. Step outside your comfort zone. 17. So 17 is star energy, is about healing. Look at this heart in a cage. So I feel like this person, and look, more white flowers. I feel like this person is incapable at this time to expand more. And I feel this person wanted to keep some form of control here in this situation. They want control again. You know, like their only hope and desire here is to have control and peace here. But I feel like this person needs to step outside of their comfort zone in order to deal with the devil. Everything you need too soon. Number 3. And the stars closing their eyes. 3 is Empress energy. Clouds and talking about confusion, uncertainty. I feel like this person needs to really connect with themselves here, because I feel like this person is not wanting to see something about themselves that allows them to deal with the devil. And so they might be distracting themselves, you know, like distracting themselves in this connection in some way, or distracting themselves by doing things that sabotage and then trying to make amends here rather than dealing with the actual thing they need to deal with. And so their future is compromised here with the stars, eyes closed. It's like, I can't accept good things. I can't accept good things because I don't know my true value, or I still dance with the devil here. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. 13, which is Scorpio energy, which is transformation. So this is telling me that this connection is a blessing. This connection is a gift. And I sabotaged it because it was too much of a blessing. It was everything I needed too soon. And so I did what I did instead of receiving it, instead of connecting to it, because it would have put me outside of my comfort zone to accept it. And so I sabotaged it with the 5 swords. And now I want peace again. I feel this person is sort of mesmerized here by your beauty or something in this connection. It's because I feel this person recognizes it's a blessing. So let's see. Anything further here before I go into the charms for pile number 4 in regards to this connection? Pile number 4 is person's feelings and thoughts. Anything further? Restlessness, 73. Yeah, there's an urgency to get back. Sleepless nights too, like staying awake, thinking about what I did. So 10 is completions, ends a cycle, same with 13. So I feel this person is dealing with their karma, if I got to be honest. And maybe you guys stop talking to this person, or just they screwed up by sabotaging. So now they're dealing with that. Okay, let's look at some charms. I feel like there might be a bit more. Okay. What do we have? Crown, crown. King's crown and the king's queen and king's crown. Divine counterparts. So maybe we didn't treat each other like equals. You know, we weren't on the same sort of level or showing each other the same respect. I feel like there was an imbalance. Respect wasn't shown here, how we want to be treated. So I don't think this person treated you with respect. Yeah, balance, Libra. So we have Aries, Taurus, Libra, more Libra energy. A need for balance and justice here to even the scales. So here we have a key. And this key has the eyes of an owl. So it's like through understanding and wisdom do we find the answer to whatever issue we were having here. And so I feel like the only way we can have wisdom is through experience. Yeah, here's another owl. So it's like the experience of the 5 swords led me to an understanding. And this understanding is what's going to be the answer to finding balance or finding respect or understanding between the two of us. Two swans. So a lot of love here between the two. One swan's bigger than the other. So I feel like somebody put their needs in front of the other, you know, again, imbalance. I do what I want. I 9 cups. I was selfish, but this is about love. This sometimes could even signify twin flames with the swans, if you identify with that label. Question mark. So why did this person do or say what they did? I feel like there was a lot of sabotage that makes no sense. When we're led by the devil, we don't understand it. When there's still trauma that we haven't identified why we do what we do. This person made some poor choice, and I don't think they fully understand it. There's a need to understand the devil. And I feel like instead of understanding the devil, they're coming forward wanting to communicate or to make peace. But it's like, you don't even understand your own devil. So how can we make peace here? You can't. And so we have the symbol of Venus. And so the Venus sign is divine feminine, Taurus, Libra energy. So Libra coming through again. Feminine energy is all about our emotions, being able to receive love and tap into our feelings. Here we have the rat, and the rat could be something that's totally eroded the foundation of something that might have been stable at one point, you know, but the rat is the inner critic, or that gnawing sense, I feel, is the restlessness. It's a 9 swords energy. It's like, I can't rest until I find peace or make things right again because things were unjust. And so that's my karma. It's the rat that keeps gnawing at me. Bicycle. So this is movement. A need for balance. Some of you guys might like cycling here or have gone hiking, but I feel like this is really talking about the need to move with balance, you know, like things can't be unjust here. If there's to be movement, there has to be acknowledging the balance in this connection, which seems to be right off here. So we have an open book. One side has a cross, one side has the dove. So the dove's talking about the peace, and the cross could be talking about having faith. The open book talking about seeing the knowledge. So again, seeing something being revealed, you know. Pentacle. So instead of gold, we have silver. So again, somebody got treated not gold, but didn't get prioritized as like silver class. Like, you're not gold class, silver. Second place, you're second to me. That doesn't feel good. And we have the weenie dog. They're the wiener dog. Someone might have a wiener dog here, but dogs talk about loyalty and friendship. Maybe that friendship was compromised. We see a rocking horse. So horses are all about being empowered, about freedom. This one's rocking. I don't know, maybe someone felt very stuck in place in some way here, you know, an inability to use their freedom or to get empowered to make movement. And so there needed to be movement. A rocky sort of foundation here with these rats too. There's the rats. Here we see the lollipop. So someone might have felt like a sucker. Like they got, you know, they got played in some way here with this sucker. This could represent something sweet, which I'm getting 9 cups. Again, like immediate gratification, the sweetness, you know, but then we get a sore belly. Here's the Eiffel Tower. And the Eiffel Tower could signify Paris, France, but I feel like this is about the structure, and the structure, when it first was built, it was meant to be temporary. So I feel like there's something temporary about this connection that is still sort of needing to solidify in some way here. And so this is the foundation. I feel it's building this connection in order for there to be respect, in order for there to be movement and balance, in order for there to be a coming together. It's like this had to be experienced, you know, which sucks because I feel like it was unjust and someone treated unfairly. That's not good. Look, an empty heart. So someone might have felt very empty here, you know, not good. And look, this hand has a heart, and it's a hollow heart. So someone did something with the hand that led to someone feeling maybe unloved or not whole, you know, someone's action. Yeah, I don't think this person acted in a way here that made you feel whole. Mountain just talks about an obstacle. something fixed. Here's another dog, and this one's the Chihuahua. So we have the wiener dog and the Chihuahua, both little dogs. And I feel like the Chihuahua has a lot of bark and not a lot of bite. And so maybe there was a lot of words, or just like, yeah, like a lot of threatening things happening here, but maybe there wasn't, maybe the severity of something here isn't as big as it might have appeared at once. But I feel it might have threatened the loyalty here, the friendship. And here we have the Hello Kitty. Someone might like Hello Kitty here, or anime. And here we have the sailboat, talking about movement again. This could talk about long distance or a need to bridge the gap here. This is travel. So the movement, I feel, is your person wanting to come forward, to bridge the gap, because I feel they created this thing. And so we have this little girl who looks like a rag doll. I don't know if it is a rag doll, but she looks like it. So divine feminine energy with the girl, but really rag doll to me would be somebody maybe feeling treated with no respect here. His heart's like empty. A rag doll gets thrown about, and like I said, the swans are uneven, and then we have these crowns that need to be respected and honored and valued, and things to come really into balance in order for things to move forward in a balanced, just way. And this is the lessons we're needing to really integrate and fully understand before we can move and open the door to the next phase here. Otherwise, we sort of sleep in the bed that we made it. So this is what I see. Pile number 4. I hope this helped you. I love you guys very much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.